Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing a double review. 2 figures, 1 video. This might be like a 10-minute video, I don't know. And we have that one little harassment back again from the last video. Hopefully she's not as much of a harassment to this one. I don't know if you guys enjoy her harassing me throughout these videos. But the double review today will be the Playmates Gigan, which I've always wanted a figure of, but I prefer the new SH Monster Arts. So, we have the Playmates Gigan, and a long-awaited figure, the Neca Shin Godzilla. I've always wanted a Shin figure, but I could never decide between the Monster Arts and the Neca. I've always preferred the Monster Arts, but the Neca is just so much more obtainable, and I realized since Neca, was no longer doing Godzilla figures, I realized I should probably get it before it goes insanely high in price. If you ask why my nails are painted, my sister did that. Oh, let's support Carl Jacobs, because something. So, the cat licked me, that never happens. And the nail polish is, I guess, starting to come off. I don't know. But we will start off with my lesser one, Gigan, who, well, first off, this is 2004, not, the 70s. His design, I really love the design from 2004. I prefer Claw Gigan over Chainsaw Gigan. These kind of melt in the sun. Be careful, they could ruin if you're a perfectionist with your figures and, your thing is near a window, this could be a problem. My cat is harassing me again. I'm sorry that I keep mentioning that. It's just being such a pain. Alright. So, the detail for a Playmates figure is really good. I love the little tail claw that I never noticed he has. If you... Oh. I don't know that can happen. If you want to try and recreate flying pose, if you want to try and recreate flying pose, I think this is the best you're going to do. It's not the best when it comes to flying, but it's acceptable. So, articulation-wise, we have slight movement at the head. No up and down, just if you count that as up and down. Slight swivel. Arms can go up that far, back that far on the right, but since it's different, up that far, and if you want to push it back that far. And it also has movement at the legs, a slight, maybe a 3? You could get a 360 on the leg. How about both of them? Can you get... Don't try and get a 360 on this leg. It won't go past the base of his tail. And speaking of tail, he also has a swivel at the middle of the tail. Size comparisons, I got some different size comparisons today. We got Mattel Blue, Iron Golem, Marvel Legends Venom. His legs are down, so he's definitely, say, probably about the same size as Gigan. And the Lego Jurassic World T-Rex. So, this figure, it's like, I think $15. Get it if you want a Gigan, but if you want a really good one, get the Monster Arts. That has just come out, because I don't think they're going to be doing more re-releases of these figures, because they've done the base and a repaint, which barely looks different, but they're doing it so that people, have a figure to buy. And now, moving on to the far superior figure, the Neca Shin Godzilla. I apologize for the cringe. Alright, so let's start with my one of my two complaints with this figure. I think I got mine off of eBay, so I don't know if it's a bootleg or not, but I don't think it is. But the paint on his head here on my clawed my nuts. The paint on this side of his head looks like he has lipstick. This side of the head looks great, but this tooth, what is it? Yeah, that tooth right there looks like it could be almost like human teeth. So the head can be a pain, but I mean the paint everywhere else, it looks great. Looks absolutely amazing. You little shit, stop digging under me. Why are you digging under me? Cats, Jesus, bro. So this guy personally, go away. Costed me about, my God, stop it. Costed me about 60, 70 bucks, which for a NECA figure I'd say is no homo. For a NECA figure is honestly, I'd say like the limit you should pay for a NECA figure is probably about 100 bucks, because they're good, but they're no monster arts. So let's get into the articulation, which this guy has plenty of that you don't need. You got mine has a ball joint at the head, but it springs back. It's not very it's almost seems spring loaded. Has an opening jaw that can open quite wide. This is why I didn't want the NECA, because of the curve here. Just kind of wasn't a fan, and it doesn't look like he had enough mouth without it, so he couldn't, you know, like bite other figures. It's acceptable. He has a ball joint at the neck that is honestly quite tight, and if you want him to look like Shin, where his neck's really up and his head really down, you're not getting that here, on mine at least. This is probably as far up as you're getting it. He has a ball joint at the chest, which can crunch really good, but it's a fucking it's a pain to get him to crunch, and it has a gap, so I don't suggest crunching the figure an insane amount. You get a ball joint at the base of the leg, hinge swivel at the, it's better on this one, hinge swivel at the knee, hinge swivel at the ankle. Well, a painful swivel. And then this is what bothers me a lot. It's acceptable, but come on, NECA. A kink in the tail. Anger. So speaking of the tail, ball joint. Ball joint. Ball joint. Speaking of this ball joint, right here, this one was a major pain in the catucus, the rear, the ass, the butthole to get on, because I wanted to just use the hairdryer to stick it on. You'd need to put this thing under a hairdryer for like 10 minutes to have a chance of getting it on. I put it in hot water. I had to get my dad to fucking brute force it. I thought the day I got it was gonna break because I couldn't fucking get the tail on. But it's on. It's good. Ball joint. Ball joint. Useless bendy wire. Size comparisons for the NECA. We have the Playmates Gigan. Who's the app? It's actually, it's bigger than Shin. We have Mattel's Blue, not the Amber collection. Sad. The Lego Rex. The Eron Glem. And Venom. So that was my double review. My next review, I think it's gonna be the Playmates Destroyer. Maybe, you know what, no, it's gonna be Playmates 2020 Godzilla, Playmates Destroyer, Skullcrawler, and then Playmates Kong. So, oh wait, actually, I got a good size comparison here. Here is Neca Shin next to Twilight, who is a 5.5 kilogram kitty. So, like the video. Just had to turn around. So, like the video if you're a gamer. Subscribe if you're a pro gamer. Share if you're an epic gamer. Comment if you're a super gamer. And go watch all my other videos if you're a mega gamer. I think this is my new outro. It might be cringe as fuck, but I think this is what I'm doing. So, do what I said, or else you're homophobic.